Do not post your referral code in the comment section below. Doing so will result in being blocked and reported. Thank you. Hi guys, JBO785 coming at you today with a brand new video that's going to be pretty short and sweet. Just to go ahead and discuss, we're going to be talking about last week's competition of what was your favorite card and why. We're going to be talking about this week's competition, so be sure to stay tuned to figure out what that is and be sure to compete. And also we're going to be talking about what's been going on with Rage of Bahamut. And will and when will the trade ban or embargo finally be lifted? So that being said, let's go ahead and get the credentials out of the way. My name is JBO785. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to put them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer those as quickly as I can. If you have an extra device laying around or a new player, be sure to use my referral code RUM26800. That'll get you a free rare card and some rubies, and will do the same for me. That being said, let's go ahead and talk about last week's competition. Last week's competition was this. What is your favorite card and why? So the winner will be announced in-game. I'll be sure to message you. Also, I'll be sending you a free card as soon as the damn trade ban is lifted. I don't know when that will be. We'll be talking about maybe when that will be a little bit later on in this video. And we're going to be talking about this week's competition. But before we get started with that, let's go ahead and head on over to Raid Trades. Basically, Raid Trades has posted a lot of really good information. He's even talked about a couple games that you can play while waiting for Rage of Bahamut's trade ban to be lifted. But before we get started on that, let's go ahead and talk about this. Rage of Bahamut's official account is on Facebook, okay? And their icon will look like this. So it says this. We've been getting a lot of inquiries about the trading-gifting limitations. We are currently working on it, and we'll make an announcement soon, hopefully by late next week. Please note that we will not provide any updates to individuals, and all information will be announced on our Facebook page or in-game. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Message 9712. So that's now 2 days old. Now, guys, what I'm guessing that means, what it means to a lot of people is this. When they submit a patch or correction to the game, it can take up to 1 week for it to be approved. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. So the idea is this. If that patch has been submitted, it's going to take at least 1 week. So we're looking at least 9/14 before that's updated. Honestly, I'm thinking it's going to probably be a little bit later. They're probably going to take at least a week to develop that and to maintain that and probably get that up and running. So the stamp little collection thing ends 9/15, okay? Which, by the way, make sure that you're logging on every day, even if it's just to spend those initial points and just to get those stamps, because after the 10 days are up, which is now on the 9th day, so tomorrow you should be getting Olivia, you're going to be getting an Angel Queen and a Gold Dragon, so that's like a free 30,000 rubies and an Angel Queen. So, you know, it'll add up 5 Angel Queens on top of your Arch Queen or Angel Queen or whatever, you know. That's quite a few free levels. That's 21 free levels at least, okay? So, you know, make sure that you're at least logging on to that. A lot of people have been saying, oh, we should get compensation, stuff like that, which honestly I believe we should. God, how long has this thing lasted? Long enough for them to really hurt on their ratings and to honestly piss off a lot of their loyal customers, and honestly a lot of those loyal customers go into other apps. So, that being said, should we be compensated? Oh, hell yeah. Do I think it should be HP? No. I think it should be Cure Water. Or maybe a free rare card, or something like that, or even a couple legend card packs, or even some high rare packs is honestly what they should give out. I think 2 to 3 high rare packs would be something that would be fair to a lot of the loyal players that have stuck with them this long. Do I think that's going to hurt the game? Maybe temporarily. You might see a fall in quite a few card prices, but I think that that's something that they should do, something dramatically to make their customers happy and to keep them with them, okay, is a couple high rare packs. Honestly, this SSR card bullshit that's not tradable or evolvable until you earn other ones, I think that's a fucking joke, to tell you the truth. So, that being said, yes, I do think that we should be compensated for sticking with them through this time and being those loyal customers. And I think that that's something that we do deserve. I don't think that HP would be a good idea because it's just going to be here and gone. You know, I think something like a high rare pack would be something for people to look back on and go, yes, I got this card because Rage of Bahamut made it right. So, That being said, when do I think that the trade embargo will finally be lifted? Probably not until at least the 21st, guys. And that's even then. Maybe not even until the end of this month. So, I say to you viewers that are getting really frustrated, something that you can do, work on your card skill levels with those high-end, skilled cards. Evolve them to rares, which is what I've done. Excuse me. I know that I have like 20 evolved rares now from just constantly using up all my stamina points on that. Normally I would sell those off, and that's how I make my HP. Which people ask me, how do you make your, how do you get your good cards and stuff like that? It's from farming those cards, guys. I just log in every day. I have 350 stamina points. I log in at least 3-4 times a day and use up all those points. And I used to trade off those high-end skilled normal cards for 2 HP for 9 of them. And, it takes me like a week to get one good high rare card, but that's how I've done it, and that's how I've gotten my deck, my Holy War deck, and everything else. That you guys using my referral codes, which thank you, by the way, for doing that. So I know that was quite a lengthy soapbox, bitchitude or whatever you'd want to call it. So let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit more, okay? He on Race Trade Blogspot talks about a couple other games that you can take a look at. I've briefly talked about placement. It's just as important as the skill, and of course that affects the rate that it goes off. I really recommend that you players that are having a hard time getting this down, watch my older video on that, or go ahead and log on to Race Trade Blogspot and check out the diagram that he's made. He's obviously put a lot of really good and hard work onto this and explains it very, very well in just a few paragraphs. He talks about skill activation and the percentage of that going off, which of course is really important. Talks about skill probability. As you can see here, slot 1, 100, slot 2, 50, slot 3, 40, slot 4, 30, slot 5, 20. And guys, you're only going to have 3 skills activate at one time, okay? So you won't have more than 3 activate. That being said, there's a chance that, slot 5 may go off before slot 2 and stuff like that. And having a higher skill level will, I think, increase that by at least 1%, so that the max slot 5 will go up to its level 30%. Plus an additional 10% damage, okay? He also talks about legend card packs and the averages of what your chances are of getting that SR, SSR, and kind of how it's a real freaking scam about how, oh, you now have a 5-time chance of getting an SR card, which is what their which is Rage of Bahamut's new promotion. So that may sound like a really good deal, but honestly, it's not. It's fractions of 1%, basically. So at 5 times, you have a 2% chance of getting an SR card. So unless you're spending $200-$300 to get one SR card, and honestly, still then risking not getting one at all because of the odds, then, is it worth it? No, it's still a joke. And I've said this in my previous videos, and I'll say it again. Rage of Bahamut staff should release a percentage chance chart, like a game of chance, any game of chance in the United States, be it off a can of, like off a bottle of soda or a lotto ticket. You have to post what are the odds of winning which prize item, okay, and the value of that prize. Since Rage of Bahamut is a Japanese-based game, that can be about the only way that they can get around that loophole, or the fact that those virtual item laws have not been established or put in place yet. I think it's a joke. I think that this game is targeted to minors, so anybody under the age of 18 in the United States. And that being said, I think that they're taking advantage of that loophole. It also talks about how it's a gacha game, or if I'm enunciating that right, so kind of like a Pokemon game of gotta catch them all. This is a really, really good article that the author of this article put a lot of really good thought into, guys. And I recommend that you take the time to read this because it explains how you can really get tied up and have your time invested into these games and how they kind of use that against you to take advantage of it. One thing that I did today that I was honestly pretty proud of, guys, is that I got the max card bonus archive. Okay, so it allows me to have up to 80 cards in my archive. Now, I thought that maxed out at 100, and apparently it's not letting me go any higher than 80 cards. Now, there is another account on there which I'll be sure to post in my next video. It's a Raging Bahamut card. I think it's something like side games. It's 0 out of 5 followers. It's like 140, level account. So I don't know how it only has 0 out of 5 followers. Somebody else posted on there. Apparently it has a really weak defense, so you can attack and always get 10,000 rubies. But that has like a 5 out of 100, archive bonus. So why is it that account, unless it's like a manager's account or a staff account, have up to 100 cards available to them, but my account can't? I think that's pretty unfair. I think that's bullshit. So, what's going on there? That'd be a question I'd really like some answers to. Okay. Legend card pack probability. You can see here that it's just a fucking joke. S rare 1%, SSR rare. So this goes up to 2.5%, and 1 in 200 people basically. So you've got to spend just a ton of cash. There's a little promotion thing. I'd say subscribe to Rage Trade Blogspot. Yeah, do that, guys. They always have really good information. Spawn of Devil Queen. As you know, Devil Queen is the card that guarantees you, it says here, a 50% chance of boosting up your card. Of course, the rarity of that card is going to determine exactly what and how many levels you're going to get, if it's possible to get more than one level per Devil Queen. I'm guessing that this is a 50% chance on one of those SSR or Legendary cards, okay? So even then, it's an amazing bonus. I know that with like skilled high normal cards, which give you 8 to 12% bonus, I think, on an SR card, eventually drop down to 0.4% once you get up to like skill level 3. So at a 50% chance bonus, these are really, really good, especially if you're going for that 10 level. People have literally stockpiled these. I think that these were given out the last time was War of the Dragon event, and they're going for like 40 to 60 HP, which is a ridiculous amount. So what I really like about Rage Trade Blogspots, and I mentioned this in the last video, guys, is they will take a look at the Japanese game and what has been released, tell you, the viewers, and that way you can go ahead and, exchange your deck or your portfolio or however you want to, describe that, and go ahead and get ready for what's coming up. So meet the Mini Devil Queen, and this card pretty much guarantees a 20% bonus if I remember reading this article correctly. So when this card comes out, obviously those Devil Queens are going to drop a lot. So if that's what you're investing in or looking at buying, this is something that you can wait and buy a whole bunch of, which hopefully these are supposed to come out in the silver coin packs, which I know I've complained about for being frickin' worthless, okay? So that this would be one of those items that would finally make silver coin packs worthwhile, okay? So keep your fingers crossed. It was released, I think, 6 months ago in the Japanese version. So, how long will it take for that to come out? Who knows? But hopefully sooner than later, and hopefully it won't take another 6 months. So guys, like I said, I really recommend that you get on there and go ahead and take a look at those articles. Just an update, we now have 50,800 views on my videos and 186 subscribers. When we get those 200 subscribers or 100,000 views, I will try to make sure that the next prize is something like a pure HR. Can I guarantee that? No. Will I try to make that happen? Yes. Okay, guys, so just to sum up this video, I'm going to go ahead and give out the prize for the 9-6 video competition to whoever won. I'm going to get on there and specifically choose that individual, and I will message you in-game and make sure that you do get that prize, even if it's in 2 weeks or 1 month. This week's competition is this. What is your favorite movie and why? Guys, I want you to go into extreme detail, okay? I want specifics. I want you to name the actors. I want you to name their acting style. I want you to name the script, the screenplay, the director. I want you to go into many, many details. I want you to basically write me a freaking term paper on why, okay? I'm going to be really picky about this competition. I want something that stands out. Make your essay stand above everybody else's. Make yours the greatest. Make it something that you would be proud of to show your parents, your family, your friend, okay? I want the greatest amount of achievement from you, okay? What is your favorite movie and why? The more detail, the better, okay? So, that being said, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed the video. Remember, my name is jbo785. If you have any questions, be sure to post them in the comment section below. Order's name is House of Gods. Order leader is Mellison1980. If you want to join up, please message him. I have no control over that. Unfortunately, the entrance fee has been up to 8 HP per. I know that's really expensive, guys, but what we do with that HP is we use that during the Holy Wars. We kind of have like a nest egg, and we give that to our defense destroyers, or we give that to our wall busters. So we use that towards the order to try to benefit all. If you do join the order, for the love of God, please follow the rules. Post frequently. Make sure that you're donating your 20,000 a week, if not more. Be positive. Don't try to take advantage of other order members. The basics of anywhere that you go. But more than anything, stay active, okay? We've unfortunately had some really good players that we had to boot because they weren't meeting the rules, and it's just not fair to other orders if you're not being active. So, especially if you're paying that much HP to get in, make sure that you stay active, because I really hate to see people that get in and get booted 1 week later because they're not following the rules. And, all you'd have to say is, hey guys, going on vacation, hey guys, phone broke, something like that. I had a guy on here that actually posted on my comment section, I'm not going to be able to make Holy Wars because my iPad broke, So guys, please do that if you do join up. So guys, remember, just to emphasize, you have an extra device laying around, new player, RUM26800, gets you free rare card, does the same for me. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tune in to next week's video. Be sure to comment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks a lot, guys. This is JBO785 signing out.